Good morning, everybody. I'm here in our Snowdon Hall, and it's really amazing actually to be here because this is the place where we have been filming the Drew Yoga course, and certainly the one that started recently for Scotland, and so there's so much energy in this place. There's so much I can feel, just like the whole alignment of Drew energy in this particular hall. And this hall also holds a lot of memories for me because it's the place where I actually did a lot of my own study, my own learning when I came on courses many, many years ago. And I first really bumped into Drew around 1991, around that time, when I first started to go to Drew Yoga classes, and then was introduced to Drew and the whole Drew team really around 1992, and then I just fell in love with the whole thing. One of the reasons why I really fell in love with it is because I felt this sense of alignment, and it was an alignment on all sorts of levels. And what I mean by that is I learned how to physically align my body, which is really important. And then from that, I also learned how to align myself on the mental and emotional and pranic level as well. And so I've got this quote. I'm sitting at a desk. I feel a bit like a newsreader at the moment. But anyway, I'm sitting at this desk. And the reason why I'm sitting at this desk is because I wanted to just show you this is book one of the Drew Yoga course. And I've got this page. I don't know if you can see it. It's on human movement and alignment. And I just want to read you this quote from the book, which I think really sums it up beautifully. And it says here, throughout the course you will often come across the word alignment. Often this will appear to refer to a physical aspect of ourselves. However, in Drew Yoga, the aim is also to realign on a much deeper level. As we learn to align our musculoskeletal frame from moment to moment, we observe that same balance reflected in our thoughts and in our feelings. So there's a lot in that statement, but that's a really important statement. And I wanted to talk a little bit about aligning at different times in our day. So we have got that physical alignment of our body, and it's really important to start our day with that physical alignment. So to do your yoga, to do the movements that you need to do, your activations, your EBRs, your posture work and so on, and definitely your relaxation. My first point of alignment is when I first light my flame. And I know that during some of the Instagram lives you will have heard some of the other presenters talk about lighting your flame first thing in the morning. And I find that lighting that flame first thing in the morning really helps to align me on such a deep level. And when I light my flame, I sit. So I do go through a physical alignment with my body, and I make sure that I have moved my body before I get out of bed. I've moved my body a little bit, and I sit on the edge of my bed as well, and there's a little bit of a movement that I do. And then I actually, before I do anything, I just affirm something for myself for the day. And that affirmation, it can be anything. It can be a mantra. It can be a simple affirmation of, I journey through my day in total alignment. And then I get up, I light my flame, and I sit, and I go through my physical sitting alignment. And that means really lengthening through my spine and really having my pelvis at a certain tilt, so that it just feels so effortless to sit and light my flame. And when I light my flame, there's this really amazing magical thing that happens. I know that it connects in with my pineal gland. And that's the gland just at the center of, right at the center of the brain, center of the head. And there is something that begins to settle when I do that, and at the same time awaken. So it could sound a bit paradoxical, but there's something that settles and also awakens in that moment. And I know, I just have this feeling of knowing. I just know that whatever I'm going to do, think, say in that next moment, or however I'm going to settle myself in that next moment, is going to be the trigger point for the rest of my day. It just, it's so important for me to feel that sense of alignment, so that it is really what sets me up for the rest of my day. And on the days when maybe I've overslept or I'm rushing in some way and I've quickly sat down, I've lit my flame, it still makes that difference. It still makes that difference to have those few moments of internal alignment. So what about the rest of the day? So then, you progress through your day, you do what you need to do. What about the rest of the day? And I have found that putting something in place, a couple of things in place during the rest of the day is really, really important. So when it comes to, there's a dip that may happen for you in the afternoon, for example. So say, for example, you've had your lunch and then you need to go and lie down for a bit, or you're feeling a bit fatigued, a bit tired, and it's usually that all of there's a lot of digestion processes happening, digestive processes happening, and so we kind of need to let that happen. We need to let the body really feel that it's relaxed and settled for us. So we need to perhaps do something that's not too active, that doesn't pull on the resource of our energy too much during that time of the day. And I've experimented with a couple of things. So one thing that I've experimented with is my relaxation. And I've made the decision that I'll do a 10 or a 15-minute relaxation during that time of the day. And if my body needs it, I may fall asleep during that relaxation. It may take sleep, and I just let that happen. And usually it's not longer than 20 to 30 minutes. But if I do fall asleep, when I wake up, I actually feel so much better and so much more revived. If I do my relaxation and I don't fall asleep, it is such a beautiful alignment experience as well. And I can really feel that there are certain things that click into place for me, and I give myself that permission to just relax, just rest, and just be in that moment. And then I find I've got energy for the rest of my afternoon. So that alignment is on a very deep level. It's not just on the physical level, of course, but it's on that mental, emotional, and pranic level. There's so much that gets sorted out in relaxation. And then we come to later in the afternoon, perhaps the early evening. And what I have been doing is I've been picking up a book, or I've been putting on a short TED talk, and I've allowed my mind to just really focus or settle or listen. I allow my mind to engage into some kind of inspiration, because I know that I'm building up towards the time where I'm going to wind down. I'm heading for bed. I need my mind to be relaxed, my body to start to wind down and relax, and especially if I've been on the screen for a large part of the day. So I pick up something that's inspirational, and I might even read an inspirational poem. There may even be something that's that I've seen before that I just want to catch, and it need not be more than 5 minutes, but I put something on, or I read something, and that brings me into that beautiful alignment. So I hope that you find this really helpful for you to look at those 3 times in your day: your morning, your afternoon after lunch, and building into the early evening, into that will then set you up for the rest of your evening, and then aligning in bed as you fall asleep. So enjoy your day, find your beautiful inspiration for the day, and take care. And do tune in with us on Wednesday evening, that's tomorrow evening, with Andrew and myself, when we will be looking at transforming anxiety with meditation, mudra, and your 6-point plan. If you've ever experienced anxiety, please join us, and please let others know, because it's going to be a really informative and super helpful masterclass tomorrow evening. Take care, and lots of love to you. And I'm going to just switch all of this off now.